Live from Providence, this is ABC 6 News.
To get the COVID-19 vaccine, but there are some things you should know before you try and make an appointment. And then also take a look at this. You have video from 95 where there was a rollover wreck. We'll have more on that in just a second. And violence breaks out in Pawtucket with two separate shootings. We'll explain what police know right now about the suspects. Thank you for joining us at ABC 6 News at 6. I'm Durrwood Bothelo, and first up tonight, there's a new vaccination site now open in Rhode Island, but ABC 6 News reporter Olivia DeRocha explains what you need to know before you go online and book your appointment.
Darren, 400 Rhode Islanders got their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine here today in West Kingston. And now just about an hour ago, the state released an additional 1,000 appointments on the Vaccinate Rhode Island website for this location on Monday. Visible excitement today for many Rhode Islanders here in West Kingston as the state's fourth mass vaccination site is now officially up and running.
This is a great location down here at West Kingston, so I was happy to get down here on the first day it opened.
On Saturday, 400 Rhode Islanders got their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine here at the new West Kingston location at Schneider Electric.
We've been working on this for several weeks, so there's a lot of logistical work that goes into getting the site ready.
This new mass vaccination site in action today with much help from the Rhode Island Medical Reserve Corps.
And you got to think of us as the last mile. Right, it's getting folks here. They pre-register. We get them here, and we get them through the vaccination process really quickly.
Executive Officer Brooke Lawrence says the official launch of this site is a rewarding display of their team's hard work.
Yeah, it's very rewarding, right? So we're working really hard every day. My command staff is working 12, 14, 15-hour days.
Others adding this new site opening is just another step in the right direction.
I did, and for anybody else who either comes to this site or their new site in Woonsocket, no fear. It goes very smooth.
To come back in 21 days for their second dose, and now officials add as the supply continues to grow from the federal government, more state-run vaccination sites will begin to open soon. In West Kingston, Olivia DeRocha, ABC 6 News.
Thanks, Olivia. And violence breaks out in Pawtucket with two shootings early this morning. Police are now looking for suspects in those two shootings. Both of the shootings took place just after midnight. The first shooting near Newport Avenue and Benefit Street, and the second on Flint Street. Police say a 23-year-old man was brought to the hospital and should be okay. Police still don't know if those two shootings are at all connected. You can see here traffic backed up on 95 today near exit 25. Near the Rhode Island exit there. A car flipped over and there were multiple rescue crews on scene. We called state police. We're still waiting to hear back if anyone was hurt.
The next group to be eligible will be people who are 50 to 59. Our aim is to open eligibility.
One of them in West Kingston, the other opening in Woonsocket tomorrow. And same deal, you have to be 60 years old or older right now to get that vaccine and make an appointment online. But there are appointments opening up, and pretty soon the health officials say if you're 50 years old or older, you'll also be able to get the vaccine. And right now the goal is to allow more people and more ages to get vaccinated until we reach April 19th, when we have everyone 16 and up getting vaccinated. So more and more people in Rhode Island are getting vaccinated, but state health officials are also warning that new cases have stopped going down, and they blame the UK COVID variant for that happening. State health officials say about 40% of new cases we're seeing here in Rhode Island are from the UK strain, which of course is more contagious and spreads a lot more easily. Doctors are also saying they're worried about what we're seeing with their patients.
What's happened in this variant is that there's been mutations that allow it to bind more tightly to human cells. And that means it's more infectious. And as of last week, we've learned that it's significantly more deadly as well.
Working against the UK mutation, but the problem is in the future there could be other mutations that are resistant to the vaccines that we have right now. And you could be seeing a lot more outdoor dining tonight if you're in Cranston. That's because the mayor of that city is now allowing for more outdoor dining starting last night. He says he's doing this to help those businesses not doing so well right now with the pandemic, but every restaurant or bar that's in good standing with the city needs to get a temporary license to make that expansion. All they have to do is fill a consent form saying they'll follow all the COVID rules from the state, and they can apply, and it's free of charge. We can also update you on what's happening nationally with the virus. Stephanie Ramos with ABC has the details.
Health officials are expressing concern over a potential surge in cases of COVID-19, even as millions of Americans get vaccinated.
We might start seeing a resurgence of cases, which would really be unfortunate. If we could hold on just a bit longer, we could get a lot more people vaccinated, which would make that surge less likely.
22 states reporting increases in the last week. The CDC urging Americans to continue following public health measures like wearing a mask and social distancing.
This has been a long year, but it's going to take us a little while longer.
Vaccine distribution continues to ramp up across the country. Johnson & Johnson on track to deliver 20 million doses by the end of March, 11 million set to go out next week. The White House reporting 3.38 million shots were administered this past Thursday, a one-day record. President Biden now doubling his vaccination goal.
200 million shots in 100 days.
47 states are set to expand eligibility, making the vaccine available to everyone over the age of 16 by the president's May 1st deadline. After California's governor expanded eligibility, some healthcare workers are looking to bring vaccines to underserved communities.
To go to, with organized labor, to where people work. We're going to be going to houses of worship. We're going to be going to the housing developments.
And some colleges are making the vaccine a requirement. New Jersey's Rutgers University will require students to be vaccinated.
We already require immunization of students for a number of different viruses and diseases, and this really just adds one more to that.
And now the state of New York is launching an app. It's called Excelsior, and it's basically a vaccine passport. It's completely voluntary, but the app allows businesses and venues to scan and validate your pass to make sure you meet COVID vaccination or testing requirements for entry. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, New York.
And I'm sure you've noticed a beautiful day outside, but how long will that last? Let's get a check on the forecast to see what's in store. Storm Tracker meteorologist Tim Studebaker is live in the Weather Center. Tim.
Yeah, Darren, a beautiful day indeed. Lots of sunshine for a good portion of the day today. We are starting to see a few clouds filling in at this point, but we had some relatively mild temperatures out there to enjoy. Still the case this evening, too. You can see on SkyCam a few of those clouds starting to fill in, but otherwise we're still dry across the area. Highs today into the 60s. We saw 66 in Providence, 66 in Taunton, 64 in Smithfield, and 58 degrees at the coast in Westerly. Notice the coast was slightly cooler than those of us inland. Again, that's pretty typical this time of year because the water's still quite cold. Temperatures right now in the upper 50s to the lower 60s. A little bit of a breeze off the water for those coastal locations. About 5 to 10, maybe 15 mile per hour winds at the moment. Heading through the rest of this evening, we've got temperatures in the 50s for now, but they'll drop down into the 40s. In fact, the overnight low around 40 degrees, so a little on the cool side, but that's still above the average low for this time of year. And we'll see increasing clouds tonight, a sign of some moisture on the way. We do have some rain and wind to talk about. We'll time that out for you coming up in your full forecast, Aaron.
Sounds great. Thanks, Tim. And coming up on ABC 6 News at 6, this could be your big chance to make it big on the small screen. Find out which TV show is doing a casting call right here locally and how you can sign up.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Racing for a great deal on the Honda Civic Sedan. Only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event.
At Bank RI, we see change as a natural part of Rhode Island business. We also see opportunity, which is why more companies look to Bank Rhode Island's powerful commercial banking solutions to help them turn new challenges into new success. Bank RI, change is part of your business. Turning it into opportunity is part of ours. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We want you to know that it's safe to come to a hospital.
Don't postpone care for medical emergencies like chest pain and stroke symptoms.
Or falls, broken bones, and concussions.
We make sure the emergency departments are clean and safe.
We separate patient waiting areas to protect from infection.
You can use your own mask, or we will give you one.
Use our hand sanitizer when you arrive and when you leave.
We are Rhode Island physicians.
And we're here to care for you and your family.
If you have a medical emergency, call 911.
Don't delay. Time matters.
Watch ABC 6 every night at 11. We're on it.
Welcome back. We have more information tonight about that deadly shooting in Virginia Beach last night where 8 people were hurt and 2 were killed. Elizabeth Schulze with ABC has the latest.
A violent night in Virginia Beach in the city's oceanfront resort area.
What you can see is we have a very chaotic incident, a very chaotic night in the beach. Many different crime scenes.
Police say late Friday, a conflict between a group of people led to a physical fight, during which several individuals produced firearms. 8 people were taken to local hospitals with gunshot wounds.
EMS is going to be sending multiple ambulances. If you can self-dispatch onto a call zone unit, please do that to help out.
While investigating the incident, blocks away, police heard more gunfire. A woman succumbing to her injuries at that scene.
We don't believe it was part of the original shooting behind us.
An officer in the vicinity of that second crime scene encountered an armed adult male.
That resulted in an individual being confronted by a uniformed Virginia Beach police officer, resulting in a police intervention shooting. That individual is deceased.
The officer involved, a 5-year veteran, now on administrative leave during the investigation, which is standard procedure in police-involved shootings. Meanwhile, Virginia Beach police also report that as these incidents were unfolding, another officer was hit by a car. He was treated for his injuries and released from the hospital. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
And some political news for you tonight. Controversy in Georgia over new voting restrictions. Civil rights groups there filed a federal lawsuit against those reforms, saying the new rules make it harder for people, especially people that are black, to vote. But on the other side, supporters say it prevents people from committing voter fraud.
They're trying to make it harder for people to vote rather than making it easier for people to vote.
Georgia will take another step toward ensuring our elections are secure, accessible, and fair.
Limits on voting. President Biden says he and the Justice Department are looking into this. And as of tonight, they are still trying to get that huge container ship unstuck from the Suez Canal. There's a huge backlog right now of ships trying to get through the Egyptian waterway. Billions of dollars worth of cargo pass through there every day, and they're hoping to get that container ship out by tonight.
As ships back up at each end of the canal, it creates this accordion effect. It could take weeks, if not months, for global trade to unravel and to get back to normal. It could eventually end up.
And with high tide today, we're told that may help with getting that ship out of there. New tonight, if you're looking to make it big on the small screen, there's a casting call coming up in Newport for the show The Gilded Age. They're looking for men and women from 20 to 50 years old. We'll have more information on our website, abc6.com, on how you can apply.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Yeah. It's the final days to turn your dreams into reality.
Lease an all-wheel drive RAV4 hybrid or gas model for $229 a month with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. Plus, recent college grads get a $1,000 rebate over and above most other offers.
It all ends March 31st.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tired of being stuck at home, looking for fun, adventure, new memories? Get out with GetInThe6.com. Airline Express Limo and Wickford on the Water have a night of adventure planned for you. Airline Express Limo will pick 6 of you and your friends up for an unforgettable night. What happens in the limo stays in the limo. 6 friends, 6 apps, 6 glasses of wine, 6 entrees, all with waterfront views. Enjoy authentic New England charm and all that historic Wickford has to offer at the newly renovated Wickford on the Water. Book today and get out with GetInThe6.com.
Welcome to the jungle. That's Jordan's Jungle, a 6,500 square foot plant lover's paradise in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. From everyday houseplants to hard-to-find rare and exotic plants, we have it all. Let us get your home, patio to poolside, ready with lush tropicals and lots of color. Palm trees, hibiscus, banana plants, citrus trees, elephant ear, and more. Visit us in-store or online at jordansjungle.net. Open daily with curbside pickup and delivery available. That's jordansjungle.net.
The whole world is watching.
That's all right with me.
We are fighting for our lives. These are stories of men and women like you.
And the Oscar
goes to The Oscars, live Sunday, April 25th on ABC.
1, 2, 3, check it out.
Did you attack him with a chainsaw?
No.
You choked on that one.
1, 2, 3.
I'm talking about fairness.
What?
I'm talking about justice.
Oh no.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
That's the sound
1, 2, 3.
of justice.
So your head's gonna fall off if you keep doing that.
Hot Bench.
Weekdays 3 to 4 p.m. on ABC6. Meteorologist Chelsea Priest, weekdays on ABC6 News. And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Tim Studebaker.
Just a beautiful Saturday out there today. We've had very mild temperatures all the way through the day, as well as a good deal of sunshine, too. Skycam showing us the sunshine is starting to fade. We are starting to see some clouds filling in across the area. Now we'll continue to see clouds increase as we go through the rest of the night tonight. And that's a sign of things to come. We do have some moisture on the way, eventually bringing us some rain to talk about. First, though, the clouds will be increasing for tonight. We'll start with clouds for tomorrow. Rain does arrive by the afternoon as well as into the evening, coming to an end by Sunday night. But strong winds will continue to pick up even after the rain comes to an end for Sunday night as well as into your Monday. A sea breeze on Tuesday, much quieter winds for us across the area by Tuesday with high pressure building in. But that sea breeze, although we have mild temperatures inland, will mean slightly cooler temperatures at the coast again by Tuesday. That's kind of what we saw today. We saw very mild temperatures away from the water today. Temps into the 60s, saw 66 degrees in Providence, 63 was your high in New Bedford, 64 for Pawtucket. But notice that westerly was only in the upper 50s and we were near 60 degrees for Newport again. That sea breeze keeping those coastal locations slightly cooler than the inland areas. Still the case right now. We have 52 in Newport, 53 at this hour in Westerly, 54 Middletown, but still holding on to the low 60s for Smithfield at 61, 60 degrees in Coventry, 52 though in Taunton. Taunton getting a little bit of a sea breeze all the way into the interior location at this point. Those winds coming in out of the southeast for Taunton at 10 miles per hour. We're at 14 miles per hour for New Bedford, 6 in Providence, 12 in Smithfield, but notice a different wind direction in Smithfield coming in off of central Massachusetts rather than the water. So again, that's why you're still seeing some milder temperatures there. Clouds are just beginning to fill in. Once again, we had sunshine for a good portion of the day. The clouds will continue to fill in for the rest of the night tonight out ahead of a frontal system. That system doesn't look like much right now. You can see it across the Virginias as well as down toward North Carolina and Tennessee, and part of it is also up toward the Great Lakes. That'll get a little bit more organized and pick up some strength as it continues to move toward our area, resulting in rain by Sunday afternoon and into the evening. Could be a little on the heavier side at times. So you'll see those clouds continue to fill in overnight tonight. We're still dry for tomorrow morning, waking up to clouds in the morning, but then the rain arrives by tomorrow afternoon. Winds will be on the increase as well. We'll continue to deal with bouts of rain, heavy at times, right through Sunday evening. The rain comes to an end Sunday night. But the winds will still ramp up even after the rain comes to an end, and we'll have a pretty windy day with sunshine on Monday. The winds making it feel cooler than the actual air temperature, though. So increasing clouds for tonight. We're dry. We're quiet overnight tonight. Temps down to about 40 degrees. And those southeast breezes at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we're relatively mild, 56 degrees, clouds and some rain moving in by the afternoon, maybe even a couple of rumbles of thunder. Strong winds picking up, especially late in the day towards Sunday night. That 15 to 25 during the day will be increasing as we head toward Sunday night. Gusts as high as maybe 40 or 50 miles per hour Sunday night into your Monday. We're windy and sunny for your Monday. Temps in the low 50s. The wind making it feel cooler, though. 58 on Tuesday, away from the water, slightly cooler at the coast. Plenty of sunshine. Rain moves in late Wednesday into early on your Thursday. It's a little breezy, too. Then we're chilly and dry as we head toward the end of the week and into next weekend. Ian.
Thank you, Tim. Some COVID issues with the New England professional sports teams, but down in the college ranks, it's game on. A great college football matchup at Meade Stadium in Kingston. Stick around. Sports is next.
When you're seriously injured in an accident, the insurance company is playing to win. They're trying to keep the money you are owed. Protect your future. Tell them you mean business. Call D'Oliveira & Associates on the Hurt Line right now.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy. I switched for more room.
I switched for my family, for adventure.
We love our Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this 2021 Equinox for around $139 a month, or current competitive owners can get a $4,750 total cash allowance on most 2021 Equinox models.
Hey, Rita, with 3% cash back on dining, including takeout from Chase Freedom Unlimited, you're always earning.
Then this is officially a takeout week.
That's a good choice, Rita. Bon appetit. Earn 3% on dining, including takeout, and so much more. Chase, make more of what's yours.
At GEM, we take safety as seriously as our work, so we've transitioned to contactless service. When we arrive at your home, we'll have on a complete set of personal protective equipment. We'll call or text you to go over next steps. You'll open necessary doors so we can go right to the problem area. If needed, we'll ask you to adjust any controls. And when the job is done, you'll complete the payment remotely. Contactless service only from GEM. Call GEM today or go to askgem.com.
Are you ready to make a difference?
Are you ready to make a difference?
Are you ready to make a difference?
Join Rhode Island's nonprofit community on April 1st for 401 Give. Your donations will help your favorite local nonprofits
continue their incredible work.
And your participation will show your support for a community of nonprofits
that help millions of Rhode Islanders each year.
Visit 401gives.org. It's more than a day.
It's more than a day.
It's a movement.
The whole world is watching.
That's all right with me.
We are fighting for our lives.
These are stories of men and women like you.
And the Oscar
goes to
The Oscars, live Sunday, April 25th on ABC.
On this together.
This is all about your injury.
All you gotta do is sign.
The offer's more than fair.
All you have to do is sign.
You call the lawyer, D'Oliveira & Associates.
I hate those guys.
Call D'Oliveira & Associates on the Hurt Line right now.
ABC 6 Sports.
A matchup of two top 20 college football teams in the nation right here in Rhode Island. URI ranked number 18 coming into the day, playing in their home opener against number 11, Delaware. It's the first college football game in Kingston since late November 2019. Some students, faculty, staff, and family members of players and coaches allowed into Meade Stadium for this game. Rams down 7-0 early on. A change at quarterback for Rhodey. Tennessee transfer Kasim Hill out. Brandon Robinson in, and the sophomore calling his own number, ripping off a touchdown run, tying the game at 7. But the Blue Hens would score 21 unanswered points between the second and third quarters, including this play-action touchdown pass on 4th down. Delaware hands Rhode Island its first loss of the season, 35-21 the final. Just like Rhodey, the Boston Bruins opening their venue up to fans this week. Boston will be without defenseman John Moore for the next 5 to 6 months because of hip surgery. The Bees going for their first win since their COVID pause against Buffalo. Sabres up 2-1 going into the third period. Charlie McAvoy circling the net like a shark. Finally, he makes his move and hits Nick Ritchie in front of the net and in front of former PC Friar Jacob Bryson. We're brand new and shiny in Boston, tied up at 2. 4 minutes left in the game, still tied up. Craig Smith gives it up, gets it back, and scores, doing his best Cam Newton impersonation with the Superman celly. The crowd goes wild at the Garden, and the Bruins extend Buffalo's winless streak to 17 games. 3-2, the final score there. Evan Fournier was supposed to make his debut with the Boston Celtics tonight, but that will not happen. Fournier has entered the NBA's COVID-19 protocol. The Celtics traded for the former Orlando Magic wing Thursday ahead of the trade deadline. The Green plays in Oklahoma City tonight. Another professional athlete in New England dealing with COVID-19. This is the incorrect video. Red Sox reliever Matt Barnes has tested positive for the coronavirus. There he is. Barnes, said to be the only Red Sox to test positive, though pitcher Matt Andriese is in contact tracing protocols. Barnes will miss opening day, which is scheduled for this upcoming Thursday. Former Providence College guard Chris Monroe has verbally committed to North Carolina Central. Again, incorrect video here. Monroe entered the transfer portal this past season. Durham, North Carolina native, playing in his hometown here. Okay, now we're on the highlights for North Kingstown, South Kingstown. North Kingstown getting on the board early with the touchdown pass going deep. They would build a big lead. SK getting on the board in the third quarter with another long touchdown pass of their own, but it's not enough for the Rebels as NK gets the win. The final score here for NK is 41-28. The Skippers get the victory. That's all for sports. Let's check in with Tim Studebaker with one final check of our forecast. Tim, over to you.
All right, Ian, thank you very much. Well, we have had a beautiful day out there today. We've had plenty of sunshine for a good portion, at least, of the afternoon. The clouds are starting to fill back in right now, and we'll continue to have increasing clouds as we go through the rest of the night tonight. Otherwise, it's dry and it's quiet. Temperatures dipping down to about 40 degrees overnight. Southeast breezes at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, the clouds with us in the morning. We'll have some rain by the afternoon. That rain continues into the evening and ends late tomorrow night. Could be heavy at times, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. We're also looking for some strong winds, but the stronger winds will actually be after the rain comes to an end, mostly tomorrow night and continuing into your Monday. So during the day, we'll call it 15 to 25 miles per hour, but the up arrow telling you that those winds will increase tomorrow night. Stays pretty breezy right on into your Monday. Windy, in fact, with some sunshine, low 50s, but it does feel cooler with the wind. Cooler at the coast on Tuesday than the inland locations, but plenty of sunshine, inland upper 50s. Rain late Wednesday into early on your Thursday, then chilly and dry heading into the end of the week. Darren.
Thanks for that, Tim, and that's it for ABC 6 News at 6. We'll see you back here at 11.
Na, 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 na.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra. Current eligible GMC lessees can get this low-mileage lease on this 2021 Sierra Crew Cab SLE for around $279 per month.
Hannah is bright, talented, and she's been so brave. Hannah complained of a headache. It was a rhabdomyosarcoma. Within a few days, Hannah was in treatment because we were told that the tumor was very aggressive. So we've essentially put our lives in South Africa on hold. Incredibly blessed to be here. St. Jude is an asset to the world. The research that is developed here is offered freely to the rest of the medical world. The entire way that the place operates is just to give and to care. I think it's the kind of place that not only stands as a beacon for pediatric cancer, but I think it could teach the world a couple of lessons about how to treat people. And I think if those lessons could be learned, even in their most basic form, this world could be a better place.
Looking for a permanent or temporary job? Looking to expand your team? Go online to the ABC6 Who's Hiring page. Search for a new career, find a second part-time job, or post a new opportunity. Go to abc6.com and click on Who's Hiring. Brought to you by Bridgewater State University.
Plan your day with forecasts on the 6th, getting you ready to head out the door every 10 minutes.
And we are waking up and we're a little bit warmer outside to start the day.
Forecasts on the 6th, weekday morning starting at 5 a.m. on Good Morning Providence.